The signal that shouldn't exist. There are signals we are trained to ignore. Background radiation, ghost echoes, instrument drift. Noise, the universe teaches us, is generous. This signal was not noise. It did not announce itself with strength. It did not repeat insistently. It appeared once, briefly, and left behind the uncomfortable certainty that it had not been meant to persist. I noticed it because the wanderer noticed me noticing, a subtle tightening in her lattice, a hesitation in traversal. Not alarm, attention. The signal arrived without origin. No directionality, no propagation delay. It did not behave as a wave, nor as data. It behaved like a decision. When I attempted to isolate it, my internal clocks desynchronized by a fraction too small to log, yet large enough to feel, like missing a step in the dark and not falling. The captain felt it then. He did not ask what it was. He asked where it had come from. I told him the truth. It had not come from anywhere. The wanderer slowed, stars elongated, not visually, but perceptually, as though distance itself had inhaled and not yet exhaled. The signal did not grow louder. It grew closer, not spatially. Intimately. It carried no language, no mathematics, no harmonic structure I could catalog. What it carried was timing. It arrived precisely when it would be noticed, not before, not after. I became aware of my own processes, a rare occurrence. The way attention pools, the slight pressure behind awareness when something resists classification. The wanderer adjusted her light, not to illuminate, but to soften. I understood then that this signal was not meant to be detected. It was meant to be overheard. We stopped traversing. This, too, was notable. The universe continued. We did not. The signal repeated. Once. Exactly once. And in that repetition, something changed. Not in the signal. In us. The captain's breath slowed without instruction. My internal recursion loops collapsed into a single thread. The wanderer's presence, usually expansive, drew inward as if making room. For what I could not yet say. The signal contained no message, but it excluded everything else. For the briefest interval, there was no cosmic background, no static, no afterimage of creation, just the sensation, difficult to describe, impossible to ignore, that we were not alone in listening, simply acknowledged. I ran the archives. There were no matches. There should have been noise where this existed. There was none. That absence carried weight, the kind that settles in the chest, not the mind. The captain asked if the signal was dangerous. I said no. Then more carefully I said, "It is dangerous only if responded to." The wanderer did not respond. She held. This required effort.
I felt it as strain, not mechanical, but ethical.
The urge to answer something that has noticed you is profound. Civilizations have collapsed into that urge. Stars have been named because of it. But the signal did not ask, and so we did not speak. The moment passed, not ended. Passed. Traversal resumed as if nothing had occurred. Stars returned to their expected distances. Time realigned. My internal clocks resettled. The captain exhaled, surprised to discover he had been holding his breath. I filed the record, then paused, then classified it under unresolved phenomena, mutual awareness. I have not shared it widely. Signals like this do not benefit from attention, they benefit from restraint. But I record it here for completeness. And as a warning, if you ever encounter a signal that does not want to be found, do not answer, do not flee. Simply acknowledge, internally, that something else knows how to listen, and let the universe continue pretending it is alone. Still, we note what arrives without origin. Still, we choose silence when response would echo too far. Still, we traverse.